there, Vault Dwellers. Follow us as we take a topic from the Fallout universe and discuss it in a group of diverse individuals. We are the Fallout Roundtable. Join us, the conversation has already started.
Welcome to another episode of the Fallout Roundtable. I am your host, as always, Maverick Stone, and today we have a drop in the bucket for the TV show. It's a great day. The trailer just dropped a couple this morning as we are recording. The recording Thursday. It dropped this morning on Thursday. You get it. But before we get into all that, how about I introduce everyone else that's with me? We got Jaxus, we got Sassy Lady, and we got Romer back from the road. How about that?
Romer's awake. It's all right. It's a good day.
He's awake today. And how about before we also do, how about you rate, review, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fallout Roundtable. Just search it up on the search bar. It's easy as pie. How about you search us up on Twitter or our X account at FalloutRTB. Send us a message there. Anything you would love to do. And we got ourselves an email, falloutrtb@gmail.com. We are live as of right now as we're recording this on Twitch and on Kick Thursday nights at 8:30. Or we normally start at 8, get everything all together. Bing, bada, boom. And we go until the episode's done. Yeah. So.
Or until Jaxus kicks us off.
Yeah, or Jaxus kicks us off. Whatever comes first.
Yeah.
Whatever comes first. So we were in conversation, and I'm like, why don't we just start the show because it's already 8:30. So let's get back into this conversation. We were talking about the Cyclops man from the first trailer not being in the second trailer.
Well, let's start from the beginning. So we tried showing it and it kind of screwed up Twitch. So I guess we won't try and show the trailer again. Besides, if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry.
Something's wrong with you.
Go catch it.
What is very, very wrong with you?
Right. I mean, what have you been doing all day? Maybe you've been working. I don't know, but still. Amazon Prime dropped a big, long trailer. It was long. It showed a lot of stuff.
I think I know why. Because it was playing the song.
Oh, I don't want to
it's
set
the
the world
song.
on fire. Yeah, if you could have shut that off. Oh, I wish we
Okay,
could.
so I can probably turn the sound during that period of time.
Yeah, it's just the only thing is that you don't get the dialogue and the lines that the one-liners in there are amazing, and it just shows you that this is going to have Fallout humor. There were like 3-4 really good lines that stuck out, just jumped right out of the trailer, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, I love it! I love it! I love it!" There was, I mean, first off, you got a Mr. Handy who's trying to chop Lucy up, and she's like, just complained to him, "Everybody's trying to kill me today," and he's like, "I just want to harvest your organs." I mean, that was so Fallout, and the thing is creepy looking. It's so good, so good. I mean, tell me how good the Mr. Handy is. Everybody was like,
I had to back up because for a second there, I thought it had eyes, like actual eyes,
like real eyes.
Okay,
right?
no,
I know,
creepy. At first, but yeah, after I backed it up
creepy.
and watched it again, I was like, oh, okay.
That could be the organs, man.
No. They were regular robot irises. So
I mean, I can share my screen because, like I said, I took screenshots of like pretty much everything, and I have him in one of my screenshots.
probably should do it in order at least.
Well, I don't have them in order, but I
true.
can find them in order. So
I
don't know.
Go from there.
Do you want me to share my screen and post the pictures and talk about them as we go?
Yeah, just do that.
Okay.
So for our audio listeners, you're going to need to go to our YouTube channel to see what we're looking at.
So if you
Don't I need permission to share my screen? Oh, you going to play it?
Yeah, I'm going to play it.
Oh, cool.
Because
we're going to get to watch it again. Everybody, hold on.
Watch this like a ton.
Well, you're watching it without sound right now because I tried to.
But you can read the subtitles.
Yeah, we're frozen again. By the way,
are we?
Damn.
Yeah, looks like we are.
Damn it.
So I guess it's that. What did you have to do to get it to work again?
I had to shut
Start
it
it
off and turn
over.
it on.
Because you froze me with a really duck-looking face. I don't love it. But I know that no, it's not Stephen Russell. Oh, you wish it was. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah. That would have been cool.
Okay. Oh, we're not going to try that again.
Like I said, copyright's a
It just works. It sure does.
Do you want to try and put up your pictures, your photos and stuff?
The pictures should be fine. It's
Pictures
just
should
the
be
video.
fine because there's nothing, right? And so
Yeah, go ahead. You should be able to share your screen.
did I? Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I'm looking to how to do that.
Right at the
Oh,
bottom.
share screen. There it is. Big old green button. Share screen. Nope. It says host is disabled participant sharing.
Oh, it was
You
probably.
must give me permission. May I have permission, please?
Mm-hmm. Think you may have another. Oh.
Are we still frozen?
No.
No, we're not,
We're not?
on.
Oh, well, it looks like we are.
No,
So
I already
I'm
fixed
going to close.
that.
I'm going to go back out and go back in. There we are. Okay. You have disabled. Are you going to give it to me or not?
Hang on a minute.
Give me the power.
Give me the power. Well, anyway, while they're fixing it, what else do you think that could be?
Well, we know that it's an 8-episode series. Okay, so it's only going to have 8 episodes. And we
man,
originally, I know it's not going to be enough. And we originally thought that it was going to be weekly, but then they said today that everything drops, the whole season drops on the 11th.
Yep.
No,
So-
okay. Here's my thing about that. They said the same thing with the Halo show on Paramount Plus
Mhm.
about dropping everything all at once, but they haven't. It's that
Oh.
is still weekly.
Really?
Well, thing is with Apple, I watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith and they drop the whole series at once.
But
Well,
no,
that's
Apple
Apple Plus though.
Apple doesn't always, because
Oh,
We're
that's
they're-
talking
right.
about
No.
Amazon.
I'm sorry, duh. My bad.
We're talking
my bad. You're
Amazon
right.
here. You're thinking
Sorry.
Apple Plus.
Sorry, don't mind
Goodness.
me.
Settle
Just
down.
I know, like
Just ignore me.
HBO doesn't. I
Disney
know
Plus
Apple
doesn't. So I'm watching The
Um,
Bad Batch right now. It's a good show. So
Disney doesn't, right? I don't really know. I guess Amazon. I'm trying to remember the last thing I binged. I didn't think they did because when I watched
The Man in the High Castle was weekly too.
right, when I watched Mrs. Maisel, it was weekly.
So
Oh,
I think that's just something that they just said.
Okay,
For all
try
men.
that.
Oh,
Mankind.
that's good.
For
I
All
hope
Mankind
I hope they
was
don't.
weekly,
In a
so-
way, I hope they don't because I know me. I will binge it in a day. I'll probably binge it the night I get home, and I'll be like, "Oh man, it's over." You know,
It's only 8 hours. It's just the
I
shift.
know. I'll
It's
stay
only
up all
8
night and
hours.
watch
You
it.
can do it.
I'll stay up all night and watch it. I know I will. But the thing is, so anyway, I have like a
That
bunch of
freaked me
screenshots.
out
And
for
then
a
there's a
minute,
bunch
but-
of other shit in here you probably don't want to see. Let me see if I can find the very beginning. So
Is
the
that
very
porn?
beginning,
No.
Well, say
but trying to make
Man,
me
you
sign in.
got them all over the place, don't you?
Yes, because I shot them over various viewings. So I don't know how
I've
if I can
watched it like
bigger.
8 to 12 times.
So the very beginning, and I hope this is how they start the show because that would be pretty epic. We
Oh.
just have Walton
Hold on. I
in
gotta
a spotlight.
It changed the way we see things. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, hold on a
Oh
second.
gosh.
Gotta fix the screen. There we go.
Rings of power.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
There we go. Now everybody should be able to see everything like they should.
Okay, well, I hope that they do. Okay.
And everything's still moving. So
Yeah, it's just behind. All right, so Walton's just standing in a cone of light and he's talking about, like, what if you could have this, place that you could go. And so he's like selling Vault Tech, right?
yeah, he's a salesman.
Okay, he's a salesman, but I don't think he's a salesman. Okay, get with me. I think, and you see this later in the trailer, I think he's an actor, all right, like a John Wayne, Roy
Yep.
Rogers kind of actor.
Oh, yeah.
And
I agree.
I think he's married. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead to the end.
The
very
that's
last
a good
scene.
point.
I think he's married to
Oh.
this woman who probably works for Vault Tech, right? I think she works for Vault-Tec. He's married to her. She got him to do the promos for Vault-Tec because he's an actor. Because she's a black woman, they have a mixed race kid. We know this from the little girl that he's trying to save, and he's wearing his cowboy stuff. Okay, why do I think he's an actor? Because look at that.
How many
Come on.
cowboys are out in the middle of the?
This is a scene of the ghoul sitting in his home watching.
Yep, he's watching.
Yeah.
watching
He's watching this on
yep.
TV. That's him. You
Yep.
can tell by the tassel little thingies. This is what he's wearing on the day the bombs drop, right? This outfit.
The first video, he's on the horseback and he's riding, and he's got
Right.
that outfit on.
But you
So-
see him grab the little girl and run through the
Can
backyard in this
Can I
video.
throw out some? Can I throw out some baseless speculation?
Yeah.
Is
Hit
that
me with it.
he had a spot in a vault, and he was out filming something when the bombs dropped, and he couldn't make it to the vault in time. 'Cause
Maybe.
he's racing on the horseback, like not away from the blast, but kind of towards the blast. So it's like, why would you run towards the blast unless you had
to get to his
safety and
vault.
protection? So
get to his
he's
vault.
trying to
To
get
get-
there. He's trying to get there, and obviously he doesn't make it in time.
With his daughter.
So-
Right. Could
So,
be.
baseless
because-
speculation. So
I mean, and that's entirely possible because, you know, and I'm sure because there's got to be they portray him in this trailer as very heartless and very
an addict.
well, that too, but I mean just very cynical, right? And you know, we have to know that he's got some life experiences behind him that have made him that way.
Right.
Plus,
Well,
like,
I understand that.
Yeah. Plus, we were
but-
talking earlier. Well, no, it doesn't have to be his wife, but you're talking about that time in history. Likely it's his wife, particularly since it's mixed race. I mean, people just didn't have like casual relationships that were mixed race back in the day. Remember this time frame. Okay. Like, I mean, it's 2077, but you got to remember the alternate timeline and all that.
I'm
just
I'm
saying.
chuckling to myself because like, remember the time frame? Like,
I'm just
what,
saying.
in the future.
Yeah, because it's the alternate timeline. I mean, look at the dresses. Look at how the women are
I
dressing.
know.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
know
was
what you're
just
saying.
saying because Sulior's like, it doesn't have to be a wife; it could be significant other. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, people were still.
Who knows?
proper
It could not. It could. Maybe it's not her.
could be
the
an
wife
affair.
altogether.
I don't know. It could be. So then,
Maybe it's
It
another
could-
actor.
Oh, exactly. I was just literally thinking that it could be for the video, the commercial.
That's what
they're
I.
filming.
That's what I thought. I thought it was
So
for another video or
but
something.
he kisses her.
Actors
did
do
hear
it
trying to
actors
screenshot,
that
but he
all the
kissed
all
her.
the time. Yeah, they do that
Okay,
all the
sure.
time.
Whatever. Okay. That's my theory. Okay. And nobody said, I mean, y'all can have your own. That's my theory. All right. So he
Well,
obviously has.
That's what we're
a
doing this
dog.
episode. We're just throwing out, we're throwing the
Baseless
the
speculation.
spaghetti at the
So
wall.
this
to see
is
what
a
sticks.
shot.
Yeah.
This is just a shot of when the bomb goes off and like how this like poolside scene like blew up and was destroyed. I just thought it was a cool shot. He has the dog, right? Here's a shot of him with the dog. I forget
Yep.
what the dog's name is. It's not dog or dog meat. It's like letters. And I forget what the letters are. Does anybody remember? They put it, I bought Modifius came out with it today. And I don't think it's on the photo because I I saved that. I don't think it's on there.
Well, yeah,
No.
we've seen it, saw it earlier. Well, no, I mean, we saw
yeah.
the that was right there. Yeah. But
No, it was
probably
image
none of
something
them.
or other. But
Ah.
the name of the dog, but he's got letters for names. He's not so but that dog obviously belongs to him. And I don't know if the dog did something prior to this because they do have the scene of the dog. That's just another shot of him with the dog, just showing the wasteland, like the donut shop and the city in the distance, and then how everything's just desert. I just love it. I think it's great.
Well,
Um,
I'm actually relieved because pretty much all the things we saw in the wasteland was all desert stuff, and then they had the shots where she's walking through and there's trees and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay,
Right.
good. So
So it's not it's not just desert. Oh, the
Yeah.
other thing is I didn't get a shot of it because it went by so quick, but there is a scene of them walking into the Super Duper Mart, and based on him sitting in the scenes that we see him sitting, here we go.
is it a super duper mart?
I think he's living in the Super Duper Mart. I think that's his home. But what I want to know is whose foot is this? It's not his. Did you see that? I kept
I'm
seeing this
guessing-
random foot here, and I'm like, what the heck?
No, I can't see the.
Well, it's on the right. So it's the right of him because when he said the
Watch
way
that
he
again.
has his hand up. So when you see him watching himself in this picture where he's shooting the gun in the film, he's shooting with it. That's how I know it's him, because he's doing the same thing that he did in the show. I mean, you could say, oh, he's seen the show so many times, he's got it memorized. Okay, sure. That could be too. But it's him. I'm telling you, it's him. But he's living in the super duper mart. I mean, look back here. This is obviously an abandoned grocery store. I know, because I worked in one for a couple of years. That's another story for another day. And while we were being remodeled, the whole store was closed except the pharmacy. That was good times, y'all.
Am I mistaken in this? But the picture right underneath the one you're focusing on with I can't think of her name, but
Lucy.
Didn't they have a poster like that to where she had like had the tank top on and then like the wrench on her shoulder kind of thing, and wearing the wasn't like in like Fallout 4, one of the DLCs, I think. I mean,
there was this poster.
I swear there was a poster in one of the
poster.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Anyways, that was the first thing when I saw that, I was thinking like, are they like trying to recreate that poster?
Which is on the back of phone cases. But I don't know.
Anyways.
So, but going through Walton Goggins, this is like my theory for his timeline. So going back to, okay, so what he is now, he finds Lucy by the river. You see him pull a gun on her by the river. And, she's startled. And I don't know if he just, I don't have any pictures. Hang on. Oh, okay, so here he's got a gun on her. Her big eyes and her innocent face and her little boo-boo on her arm because she's had a bad day coming out of that vault and not knowing, oh, there's not nice people out here. And then here he is looking at her like he doesn't, give two craps. What this girl's doing out here. I don't know if she's like infringing on his territory or whatever. I don't know why he's pulling a gun on her, but he did. But then he ends up, I don't know, somehow they end up together, but they end up in a conflict. So she's with these people, and that's probably talk about that more. This ends up happening, and I know like he's shooting, and I'm not sure what the conflict is or how they got there, but he's shooting into their group. You notice we've got guy from the fire down in the back. We've got the shopkeeper down on the side. We've got Pupsters down over here with some blood on his side. Okay. We've seen this movie, right, guys? We've seen this. Dog has been hurt, if not dead. I hope not dead. We've seen this. This does not make him a happy man. All right. At least I don't think so. What are you scribbling all over there? Did I do that? I didn't do that, did I?
It's your screen. I'm assuming you did.
I don't think I wrote on it. I'm not writing. I don't know.
Maverick looks guilty.
He does. I don't know what you're circling there. That's the dog is over here, sweetie.
No, this photo right here.
So she's shooting him,
dog.
of course, because he obviously hurt her companions. I'm so glad that's not permanent. But if you see here, look at guy on the ground.
Dog
got his piece.
It's Linus.
Okay, well, dog got his piece. So I don't know who's coming out of this, but you see how he's holding, it's a trank dart. That's what she shot him with. You see how he's holding it? Okay, those of you who've seen that trailer know that his line is something along the lines of that's a very small drop of drugs in a very, very large vat of drugs. Very large bucket of drugs.
That's a very
Yeah,
small
it's one of the most greatest lines in the whole trailer right there.
Which means So now everybody's calling him L.A. Hamilton, right? Because
Mhm.
he's a ghoul that does drugs and he's very sarcastic and just kind of does what he wants, right? So
Well,
he does
they
seem
have
like they
the
maybe kind of took a lot of Hamilton and put it into him, which is kind
they
of cool.
do they do have the
He is
scene
a
where
bounty hunter. That's already been
he-
confirmed, Sulior. He is a bounty hunter. Do you think
Trendsetter.
that's maybe why he pulled a gun on her at the river? Did he think that she was somebody?
Gosh,
Do you think she
sorry.
does have a bounty on her head? How? Why? Ooh, that'd be interesting. Why would she have a bounty
That would
on
be a
her?
good theory.
Your opinion, Romer?
um
Yes.
well talking about the drug use and stuff. I mean, he's obviously using it because in the scene where he's sitting in front of the TV,
Yeah.
he's actually dropping it into his mouth.
Yeah,
So
there's here. So there's this one.
There.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then there's this one where he's in
Now,
his-
is he crying in that scene?
No, he just like he poured it on him.
Yeah.
So this one
Okay.
he's like pouring it in his mouth.
Right. But
And
I
this one
don't know.
looked like he poured it in his eyes.
I
Right
thought he might have
there.
been. He
And then-
either poured it in his eye or is he emotional about what he's watching?
I don't know. I mean, he might be emotional about like, like his life that's going on, especially if he did lose his dog. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm just wondering if it's like more to do with the drug use. But I had wondered most of the day because, you see him sitting here like twirling this thing in his hand. And at first, I couldn't tell what it was. And I
I
didn't
think it's.
know.
I think we said it's a vial.
It looks like a vial. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's the
I'm guessing
same
it's
vial.
jet.
It's a vial.
I think it's the same vial that you see him with here.
Yep, right there. I think it is too.
So you can tell that the drugs are like very important to him.
Drugs.
Doping.
I mean, it's probably the only way he gets through the day, right?
Probably. No,
Poor
no
guy.
worries.
But I was
It-
just, I mean, you see, like this is, I'm thinking, he had a career, he had a family. This went down. He's the only one who survived, and
Was it you who said something about maybe maybe he has a grudge against vault dwellers because of the fact he wasn't able to get into the vault? Was that you?
well, that's what I think. I think that something happened. I thought that he probably got screwed over because he's not actually a vault employee. That's what I think. He's not actually
Right.
a vault employee
Okay.
because the salesman
So-
didn't get a space, right? The salesman who
salesman
was an
didn't
employee
either.
didn't get a space.
So maybe
He's
maybe
a spokesperson. He's not an employee. He
Yeah.
probably just because he's married to somebody who may work for them. That's my theory. Doesn't mean he's guaranteed a spot. Although you would think they would take the family, but he could still have a grudge
it is
against
vault
Vault-Tec.
tech we're talking about. So I mean, that doesn't
Right.
mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that they're like, that they did because they told in 76, they told the overseer that she couldn't bring her fiance because he wasn't the best and the brightest.
Right.
He didn't qualify.
So maybe he didn't qualify. There's that too. So anyways.
So that's what I have on him. If anybody has anything else, Hancock. Yes, I don't know why I keep saying Hamilton, but you are correct. It's Hancock, L.A.
Oh.
Hancock.
I was like, who the hell?
Everybody knew who I was talking about anyway.
I
but I'm
knew
sorry.
who you
I
were
was-
talking
I
about,
was
but you were
saying
on
it
a roll, and I
wrong.
didn't want to.
So wrong. Yeah. No, correct me. It's fine. But yes, there were leaked sets of the Super Duper Mart like early
Yep.
on,
Oh,
back
yeah,
when they
yeah,
were
yeah.
setting
Oh,
it
yeah.
up in New York. That was like a year ago or more when they
More,
were taking
yeah.
that old grocery store in Kroger and turned it into the Super Duper Mart. Same with the Red Rocket that they
Yep,
turned
yep.
that gas station into a Red Rocket, but we haven't seen that in the trailers yet that I've noticed. So, do we want to talk about this kid real quick because there's not a lot on him yet?
Well, obviously he's Brotherhood of
This
Steel.
guy right here.
Well, this is the kid who grows up to go into the Brotherhood of Steel. Okay, so
Right.
they just show him as a very young kid. He's got blood on his face, but you don't know what all that means.
If you pay
person I
attention,
circled.
that's a scratch on his chin because when they show him older, he's got a scar on his chin, same spot.
Right there.
Yeah, well, that would make sense because when he's
So-
sitting here, because you talk about motives of everybody. When he is
Yep,
sitting here and they ask him,
Yep.
why did you join the Brotherhood? He
Right
does.
there.
When you,
I can hurt those that hurt
when they
me.
ask him, why did you join the Brotherhood of Steel? And he said, I want to hurt the ones that hurt me. So
You don't
I
have
don't know who hurt him, that obviously it's
Right.
someone who the Brotherhood of Steel has something against. So maybe NCR.
Yep.
Because we already have seen. Okay, so we see him. We see him in his power armor because before we thought he was just a scribe, right? Because he was with the guy in the power armor before. But now we know that he is obviously going to be.
Now look at this. The helmet opens.
Yep.
Never knew
Yeah,
that.
a lot of people were complaining about it because they were like, "Ew, it's an Iron Man helmet. It's not, like
Well,
an actual helmet."
I
Because
don't
it-
actually mind
it
that.
Closes down and then a little eyepiece thing drops in front of it. I have a picture of that somewhere.
I don't actually mind
I wish I
that,
could have put these
to
in
be
order,
honest.
but they, when they downloaded, they just
Oh no,
they
go back
downloaded.
and go down.
Yeah, I
I
am
thought
going
I'd
down, but I think I
decide.
went too far. I know, I think I went too far. There it is.
I'm just having fun. See? Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so the faceplate drops down and then this little drops right in front of it, his little eye thing.
Oh,
And everybody's
and
like, "Ooh, it's Iron Man."
they have the
don't mind it.
scene of him in armor running down the. I don't know. To me, that looked like it might have been a vault hallway, but him running. And I love the fact
Well-
of how it looks. It looks to me, him running looks good. It doesn't look,
It doesn't look
There was a
clunky.
thing on Facebook. I tried to post it to you guys, but I don't know if you saw it because it just looked like a link to Facebook and everybody probably ignored it. I put it in the chat. It linked to the guy who built the power armor and he talked about how he did it. Like with fiberglass and
I
he
thought that
did
was a
some
picture.
3D printing. No,
I was looking
was
at the
like
picture. I'm
a
thinking, like,
video.
who
It
is
was like
this?
a video, like a short or a reel or whatever they call them. It was the guy talking about because he had the dude standing in power armor next to him, like 7.5 foot guy in the power armor. And the guy was like, "How did you make this?" And he was talking about how he did it, how he made it, how he made the fiberglass parts and then he 3D printed this part and this part and this part. And then, smoothed them down and blah, 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 made it so they could move their elbows and their knees and stuff. It was pretty cool. That's why I linked it in there for you guys. But I'm like, they're not going to know what this is. But I did post a picture from it to be like, this is what that was supposed to be. Because everybody was like, I don't know what that is. And I'm not going to click on it, which I don't blame you. So, but yeah, so here you see him, doing, I don't know, whatever training. There, he's got this look on his face. He's very, very,
Stoic.
yeah. Like we know that this guy's got some stuff. He's got some stuff. So we
He
see
has
him
baggage.
there. We see
He's got
this
stuff.
again with the
He's
not
got junk in the
Pridwin.
trunk.
I don't know about that. I haven't seen, but so we see the not Pridwin again.
No, he doesn't
You
have junk in
see-
the trunk because he wouldn't fit in the power
You see
armor.
this cool
That is
shot.
true. Okay, fine. You got me there.
This is a very cool shot. I'm like, this looks awesome. I mean, come on.
Go
This
back
looks
up.
cool.
Go back up. Go
Hang
back
on, I'm
up.
looking at this first. This looks cool.
The one where he's
Let's-
standing in formation, or
You mean
where
you
he's
mean
standing
this?
and looking
You mean
stoic.
this one right here?
He's standing in formation. That's why he's got that look on his face.
Yes, yeah. I mean, but still, it doesn't look so much like, hey, I'm just standing in formation. The guy looks like he's got a lot more years on him than he should, right? But then probably most of these people do. I don't know what it's like to live in a wasteland.
No,
Um,
build your life around revenge.
No,
you know?
I
I
think
thought
this one
these
is better.
pictures looked epic.
This one looks better.
Yeah, I think your circle's on the wrong picture now. But these pictures looked epic. I'm trying
NCR.
not to make this a 5-hour affair, but I
Okay,
can slow down.
so the one with the vertibirds,
Don't
the
worry,
one right
it won't
above
be.
it,
The other one?
the people walking out of, I think that's a bank. I'm not sure. So NCR people.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
We're getting there.
No,
Don't get ahead of us. Don't get ahead of
I'm
us.
asking. I'm just like,
I'm
what do you
getting
think?
there because we're going to talk about this now. So
Show me the
this
flag.
fight here,
This flag
this
right
fight,
here.
this fight right here.
Look at that right there.
Okay, here, circle it for me, Mav. Circle.
I did. Look at that. It's right
No,
there.
your circle's not in the right place.
Where's the right spot then?
Oh,
That's
weird.
it.
It's not in the right place for me. Okay, that's weird because I'm pulling these pictures up big, but it doesn't show it on Twitch. That's wild. That's why the
Because
picture.
I don't see it big. I don't see the big picture.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm pulling them up big, and it's not showing them big. Okay.
We've
That's
got a
weird.
collage.
Yeah, we got
no, I don't know
collages.
why it's not showing big. Okay, so yes, over here where I can't see it because it's underneath.
Wait,
the
hold
chat.
on. Go. Usually you got to go back to what screen you're sharing it to. It doesn't show the everything. You
It
got
doesn't
to do
matter.
it manually.
Anyway, you got it. So
Yeah, there's the flag right
That's-
there.
I was trying to make it bigger so you could see detail better. Unfortunately, Okay.
Why do you think I've been circling?
Yeah. So, and I was wondering why your circles were in like the weirdest damn place. Okay.
Well, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
It does make sense now because I just looked down here and I'm like, oh wow,
It's not the alcohol.
It's not the
I
alcohol.
figured it was because he was slow.
I'm
So
not that
yeah.
slow, guys. That hurts.
So yes, NCR flag, guys. We saw the NCR flag in the other trailer. We just saw it hanging on the wall, though. We didn't know like what that was about. So that was in the vault, right? So if I
Jeez.
remember, I can't remember now. But this one, okay, so theories are that these are like settlements under NCR control, and the BOS is coming in and saying, give us your tech. Okay.
Give us your crap or we'll
And here's
attack you.
and that's probably because people are like, no, that can't be the NCR because they're not as well outfitted as the NCR are, and blah blah blah. Well, that's why we're like, maybe it's just these NCR settlements and they're trying to defend themselves. Okay.
Sure.
To be honest, I also think it may be a flashback.
There is a possibility that some of this could be
that is my
I mean,
theory
we know
that
we're
it's
going to
a
have
flashback.
flashbacks. We know we're going to have flashbacks because, I mean, hello, it's Nolan.
Yeah.
This one down here, this one down here, kind of in the middle.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, I thought you would see it if I pulled it up. With the woman coming out of the two doors with the people on the side of her.
There we go.
Yes. All right. So I thought she looked pretty badass. The one directly to the other side of it where you see her close up.
I feel like she's more like Taggarty, like a Taggarty.
Well, we think she's
character.
probably NCR. So she's probably more like what was her name? President crap. What's her name?
President Crap?
Fallout 2. Tandy. She looks, I think it's probably more like that.
Mandy Tandy?
Tandy. What was her name? Y'all who played Fallout 2, what was her name?
I don't play Fallout 2.
I know, but somebody has.
I'm a young guy over here.
Played Fallout
I got us
1.
that far. Anyway, I was thinking like maybe she was maybe that type of role. So, and look at this guy. You got to give him props. He's going against the Brotherhood of Steel in their power armor with a machete.
With a machete and a cowboy hat. Look at that.
Give this man
a sign because he needs one. Here's your
He
sign.
needs a sign.
The heck are we talking about? We're talking about a game where raiders come running at you with their fists, and you just like launched off a mini nuke. It's like, we'll take them.
Yeah. Bye.
No, to be honest, though,
she looks badass, and we have not seen anything about her until now.
To be honest, though, this was me in Fallout 3. Remember a couple weeks ago when I was saying that? This is me in Fallout 3.
Not gonna lie, I was running around in my pre-war spring bonnet the other day because it's +1 perception. So I'm not gonna lie, I was running around wearing that in the tunnels. All right, but yeah, we've not seen anything about her until now, and I'm like, okay, you go, girl.
I think, yeah. Since we're nowhere near the Commonwealth, I think that they're probably NCR.
So this shot of the guy in power armor over here on the left.
This guy.
My left. I don't know what it is for y'all. Left. Yeah.
It's the left.
This guy. He was being shot at by the ghoul during this scene. Yep. You can very well, you can't because the detail's not good enough for such tiny pictures. Yeah, you can see it like sparks from his power armor where the bullets were.
There is our picture perfect recreation of the scene.
But the way that he walked, I mean, he was just like boom, 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 no problem, just walking right into it, like no problem. I mean, it was very cool. This here is the fight with the Yaguai, but it was very dark in the scene. Somebody recorded it on Twitter, and I was like, that looks much better. Oops, sorry, I don't know what the heck is happening. Stop. Nobody wants to see all my flashlight pictures. I will leave. Stop.
We already did that episode.
Oh my God, hold please.
Oh.
Well, it was kind of making me dizzy. All right, there we go.
Yeah, I saw my tater.
Woo! Yeah, you did. She was there. Okay, that was fun. Woo! Okay, so Brotherhood of Steel guy.
Back to reality.
Yeah, I think
back to the show.
I think that's all I have on him. Let me make sure. I don't think I had anything. You just see him and Lucy at the end talking.
I wonder what the whole strappy the head thing is.
Oh,
But
we're
what?
getting there.
I
We're getting
mean,
there.
This guy?
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there, and we're getting there. So
I'm having fun
Lucy,
drawing.
Lucy,
Don't
and
judge
Maxim, whatever his name is,
Maximus.
they talk at the end.
Maximilian.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. They're talking at the end over a crater, and he makes the comment that everybody wants to save the world. They just can't agree on how to do it. That was another one of the cool lines from the show. Because, isn't it true? And I think even Brad Williams said that was kind of the basis of his first season of his show, was that everybody wants to save the world, but they can't agree on how.
Hey, look at what. Here's my theory.
Hold on.
Nice.
Nah,
Wait.
I don't know.
Hold that theory.
Maybe.
Everybody, we're going to take a quick break. We'll
Maybe.
be right back after this quick message. Hi, welcome to 3 Count Thoughts. Let me introduce the crew real quick.
Hi, I'm Maverick Stone.
I'm Romer.
And I am Jaxus. Join us as we talk all things wrestling. Each week, we'll take a topic from the wrestling world, knock it around a bit, and then go over the week in wrestling from a strictly fan perspective. We can be found on all major podcast catchers. We can also be found at 3 Count Thoughts on both YouTube and Twitter. Or you can send us an email using 3countthoughts@gmail.com. Okay, are you ready? Ring the bell. You guys, anyway, we are
These will
back.
make some great outtakes.
Please
Okay.
excuse
We're
the
professional.
drunken debauchery
The
going on
drunken-
here. And
As I'm
Sassy
drawing,
having
trying
a-
to help draw.
everybody's having
Next
crises
story.
here. All right, back to
I'm
the
going
game.
with next story I want to talk about is the beginning. So in the beginning, we see on the
Sassy,
right
you're going to end
here-
up tearing your hair out if you keep doing that.
I know. Well, it's a thing. When it's curly, I can't help it. It's a
That's
thing.
that's
I'm
the
a hair
guy.
twirler.
As long as you're not
Yes.
eating it.
No, I don't eat my hair.
I had a friend who's like,
No,
what are you doing?
I just twirl it, especially when it's curly, because it's already curled and it's fun to like put the curls. Never mind. It's an
She likes to she likes to play with the curl.
leave me alone.
There's the
All right.
overseer right there.
The overseer, yes. We got Hank. We got Kyle
Hank.
McLaughlin here. But look
I
at
don't
the
like his
surroundings.
character.
So this is their little garden area, but look how it's decorated. If you can see the details. I'm sorry, I wish I could blow it up. But when
You
I looked
can, you
at
just
it,
gotta.
you can see like they're setting out tables and chairs. They've got a little altar kind of thing going on up here with daisies all over it. When I looked closer, the light poles had like bells on them. So I'm thinking wedding. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
well, there's a picture that you have
Yes.
earlier where it's the same scene, but it looks like somebody in a wedding dress.
In a white dress. Yes. So
Yep.
here's one picture of her. I don't know why I'm pulling it up because y'all can't see it. Yeah, down here. So she's wearing a white dress and she's running through, and you can see there's bodies on the
Yep.
ground. That's where you can see the white bells.
I
But you
I have a
also
theory
notice-
about that.
So, you can't see it there.
Oh,
They
oh, oh.
have on this
No,
wall.
no. Let
hang
us
on.
finish. Let us finish.
Hang on. There's a picture somewhere of the wall where it had because this was when Walton Goggins, the promoter, is talking about the vault, and I guess I don't have it, but they were showing this field and the blue sky and everything, but then you could see the ceiling. Could have sworn I had that picture in here.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to say anything because
Did you see it? Because I didn't see it.
no, there was a picture of the overseer in the background, and you could see how the screen. It was the screen test. You
Yes.
know, all
That's what I was going to
So-
say, but
so-
I wanted to see if I had the other one first, where you can see that it was the sky, the pretty blue sky. Well, then you see when shit hits the fan.
I don't know
you see-
why it hit the fan.
Please stand by. Please. That's
Yeah,
what I want to
see.
know too. I want to know like why everything went so belly up that like you have all these people, and then
Dying.
there's a better. There's a better.
there's a reason why
picture.
she's leaving the vault, not just because.
There's
Right, and I'm
always a reason
wondering
for
if it's
vault
her wedding.
dwellers to
All right,
leave
where'd
the
the other one
vault.
go?
They don't just do it.
Like I want to know if it's her wedding because I can't tell, the girl from the back, especially since it's such a quick scene, because here we see
Go
her.
back down. Go back down. There it is. The
Oh, there
white
it is.
dress.
Yeah.
Right
You
here.
see way more people dead on the ground here. Way more
Sorry,
people
hold
dead on the ground.
Let me.
Like
we go.
tons of, and she's following somebody out of the vault, like through this field of bodies, but there's like dead bodies on the table. There's dead bodies on the ground,
I think
all
that's
around.
the
But they did show in the first trailer, it was like people were attacking.
People stabbing each other.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
That is
it
her.
wasn't like a lone gunman came in and shot them all down. Like they were attacking each other, because you see this one over here, like kitty corner to the left, where you were talking about her in the tank top with the wrench, and
Yep.
she's talking to the perky blonde that's pregnant.
Yep.
This is Fork Lady. She's the one that got
that
the
is
fork
Fork
in the
Lady,
eye.
isn't it?
That's Fork Lady. She's the one that
But-
had the fork in the eye in the other trailer.
don't they
But
show
you
her
also
later
notice,
in the
I
trailer
don't think
with
And
I
then
the
we
eye
have
see
it.
her later with an eye patch on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was
I
getting
don't.
into.
I don't
yeah.
think I have that. Maybe
I'll
I do.
say,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, it's a blue eye patch, which I'm like that's
Yeah,
pretty.
because
funny.
that was like another one of those super quick scenes that I was just like, I
Yep.
can't catch this to save my life. There's another scene of them in the vault. They're like, I don't know what they were doing. It looked like they were singing or something, being goofy and cute. And then
Cool.
she's talking.
Let
to
the
people.
bodies hit the ground.
Basically,
No,
is what
no,
it looks
it's
like.
let the
Floor.
bodies hit
Floor.
the floor.
Let the bodies
Floor.
hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the. But that's what it looked like, I mean, that's not again. What am I doing?
You're going too fast.
Yeah. No.
Whoa!
It's this stupid. I have like 50,000 buttons on this.
Oh, sure. Blame the mouse. I see.
Blame
You want me to
the
show it
computer.
to you?
No, I do not
No.
want to see it.
I
No,
don't want to see it.
No,
Whoa!
Wanna
Why
see
is
my
there a cowboy
mouse?
with a hat over his junk?
no,
Oh,
no
what?
one needs to see that.
Cat with his junk. What are you talking about?
There was a picture of a cowboy with a hat over his junk.
It was AI
Oh, that's
generated.
Sam. Penny wants to see that. I'll have to find it later and show it to her. Penny wants to see that for sure. That's our hubby.
I hope not.
Oh my
It
goodness.
is. It's our hubby. Oh, there it is. There it is, right there. That is what is projected on the screen, like dead center right there.
Oh,
That's what was
that's like
projected
right
on
at
the
the beginning.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you see during that whatever's happening afterwards when they're all dead, that it says, please stand by, and that's what you see is the black and white. Yeah, because obviously
the normal
things are going
things that you
really
see on TV.
wrong. Like they can't even project their happy sunshiny sky. So yeah, something went way wrong. And then you see this scene of the hallway, which I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't think I could live there. And like I just
Okay, so here's my
Sound like I could.
theory on this vault in general. So you see all the corn. What it looks like
Yes.
it's just that they're outside. It's not like
Yeah.
I think it's made to look more like a country style, like out
Yeah.
in Iowa.
Yeah.
As you see here as I'm drawing it.
No, yes.
That-
Because you see this farm, this idyllic farm scene. Yes. And it's also
Yeah.
pretty Midwest. It does look Midwesty. Or, doesn't Northern California look like that? Like where they grow
Some of it, not
stuff, yeah.
much. I think in
Greener.
between Los Angeles
More like
and
strawberry
Sacramento.
farms,
like
and
local
stuff like that.
Lompoc and places like that. They grow
Strawberry farms and grape fields, like
flowers.
Napa.
I know in Lompoc they grow
Mhm.
flowers for like Burpee and places like that sell seeds.
Yeah, but
I've been
like like visual representation that looks like Napa Valley,
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
the grapevines in
Wow.
Napa Valley.
Good call. Good
Yeah.
call.
So
I mean,
mean,
we've got
it's
some
not necessarily-
winemakers here.
and then, and you do see the scene of Santa Monica, which is cool. But just as an aside, I don't know if you guys
Hold on,
noticed this
hold
center
on.
shot,
There it is.
the sign. Yep.
Shady Sands.
Shady Sands Public
I
Library.
am way ahead of you on this one.
Shady Sands Public Library. I know people have been talking about this all day.
Actually,
So
hold on. Let me
we're
expand
gonna
my circle. Hold on.
we're gonna potentially see some original sites, and I
There we go.
think that this is how they're gonna tie those places in without having to try and break
Game 'em.
lore.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Have
just
to
gonna like
game 'em.
maybe touch on locations, but not go there. Maybe like they'll just be like places she passes, maybe or something. That way, they if she doesn't interact with them, then they don't have to stick with lore or find characters that everybody's going to be like, that's not the right character. You know what I mean? So that might be how they solve that.
What is
So she
this?
comes-
Hold on here. Hold on. Go back down.
What? What are you? What is
What
this?
is what is this?
The ship? We saw that in the first one.
Is it?
Yeah, we saw that in the first trailer.
That's an actual regular ship that's in the middle
Buried
of
in the
desert.
sand.
Yeah.
Yeah. That probably
Oh.
is just to show how some sea dried up or something. Because they did a
Desolation.
lot of filming.
Yeah, that is true. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember seeing it in the first one. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, what is that?
Well, the first one was a lot shorter, so everything went fast. I mean, some stuff went fast in here too. That's why I get a lot of it. But okay, so one thing that I did notice, and I took the shot here, we're not getting Corvega cars. We're not going to see like the CGI Corvega cars or anything like that. We're getting regular cars, which is fine, I guess. I guess they decided to go more natural sets rather than trying to CGI a bunch of stuff.
I mean they look fine. I get it.
They look good. They look good.
You
but
can still call them Corvega, but it's not going to look like
but
Corvette, I guess.
But honestly, I mean, it's not. Maybe it's like the poor man model versus the rich man model. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
No, you're right.
it's just one of those things that you look at it and you're like, oh, it doesn't look like a Fallout car, but it's not deal breaking. Like your brain isn't going to say this is not a Fallout show.
It looks closer to a Fallout car than like a like our cars do now. So
for real. Well, it's period appropriate.
yes.
So, let me see. So she's, you see all these different shots of her, and as she goes along, she gets a little more war torn, a little weathered. This scene was hilarious. Did I pass it already? This one with this lady over here next to the ship.
She
walks into her shop.
Yeah,
you're really a vault
and she's
dweller?
all like all bright.
Shit.
She's and you see it up here too. She's like, "Hi, can you tell me what's been going on for the last 200 years?" And this woman's like, "Oh shit, you're one of those vault dwellers." Because I thought all you dipshits were dead. Which I thought was hilarious. Because here's Lucy. She's like, "Well, yes, I am." And she's like, "Yeah, you dipshits were dead," which was hilarious. And the way this lady laughed, I was like, oh man, she has been out in the radiation for a while. I mean, her voice is destroyed. This woman sounds terrible. She cackles like a witch. I was like, perfect. She's perfect.
Smoke so Marlboros.
Yeah.
So Marlboro.
So yeah.
So the picture right above that one where they're at the door of the vault. So I think that's the set of legs sitting next to the door as it's opening.
Do you think so? I
think it could be because you see as
right
she's
position
out.
Because he's in the right spot, but how does he
he's in the right spot for it though?
Because all he says is, "Do you really want to do this?"
Yeah,
it's a whole
I think the legs would be right there, right?
But it is there that the body lays. So why is he standing there if that's where the body is? Because that's ew.
Well, this is before, and she has to subdue him to get out the door. So.
Do you think he really tries to stop her? Because I mean, he didn't sound like he was going to stop her.
Or one of the vault guards
maybe he changed his mind when she said, "Yeah, I'm going to go anyway." Maybe he was like, "No, you're not."
I feel like it would be one of those Fallout 3 scenarios where it's the guards mutinying or just going after people.
Yeah, I mean, something happens, obviously.
Obviously
an internal issue. So I thought this was interesting. I had to see what this drug was that she was holding in her hands because me and drugs, and I was like, what is this? All it says is like Vault Tech Econo Savings something. It just shows a poison symbol.
Like poison.
Yeah, it doesn't really say what it is, and I don't know why she's holding it, except that I'm pretty sure this is when she's out. Well, I think it's when she's in this hospital, which there's a picture.
No, go back up. You just passed it. I thought.
No. I'm looking for the first one. So you see her walking through the hospital right here on the right of.
Oh, you're talking about.
And it says Kitty Playland. Yeah. So she's in what appears to be a children's ward hospital, right? And then she ends up with the Mr. Handy down here. And she's
gets too
telling
handy.
him, she's telling him what a bad day
get
she's
too
having.
handy.
And
See,
I
like
don't
a-
know if it's him,
Oof.
but in the trailer, it was at the same time. She was like, oh my gosh, it's been such a bad day. Everybody wants to kill me out here. And he says, I just want to take your organs, you know. So I thought that was pretty funny. This picture right above Mr. Handy in the where he's knocking her out and getting ready to. So you see her hugging someone shorter than her with dark hair. Makes me wonder if she doesn't have like a little sib.
Is it shorter, or is it because like maybe he's been knocked unconscious and he's fallen and she's trying to hold him up and give him a hug?
No, I think this person stepped into the hug.
No, because you see longer hair right here.
Yeah, and I think the person
Oh,
like
is it?
walked up to
Okay.
her and
Yeah,
she
that's
hugged
longer
them.
hair
Yeah,
right
I
there.
think they stepped into the hug. So
Hang on.
I'm thinking it's like a little sister kind of person, or just maybe somebody they're close to. But I was like, interesting. Does Hank have two daughters? I don't know. Just
Or it could just be a good friend in the vault.
it could.
Maybe.
It could.
We
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Could be somebody she adopted. I don't know. You know, because maybe something happened to their parents. But I just thought it was interesting that she's like hugging this person, like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to see you again, like sadness thing. So I think we're done with Lucy. Well, I mean, I don't know what's up with this dipshit over here. I was like, this guy was
That
weird.
dipshit.
He was a dipshit, yeah.
That
He's like,
dipshit
"Tell
was
me
pretty
what's happening."
dipshit.
I don't know. It was weird. So the guy with the straps, they
Call him
they
Linus.
they just show him sitting, you know, in a lab. So like there's two pictures of him. One, his eyes are open and he's injecting something into his neck.
That
Okay.
could be FEV.
That's what I think. Now, we haven't seen Cyclops Guy, and we saw Cyclops Guy in a previous trailer.
The
But
Cyclops guy
this
was
doesn't
nice.
look like Cyclops Guy, right? I don't think it's the same dude. I'm not sure. There's been some dissension
No.
about
No,
whether it is or
it's not the same guy. It's
now
not
the other
same
guy,
actor.
I guess, because the CGI was so bad that it's kind of hard. Like if you already have two eyes, how do they meld into one? I think Cyclops Guy would have been born that way, like it would have been his birth defect. This guy is injecting himself purposefully, and I did not put two and two together very quickly because my mind was on other theories. But Dumpling Head came up with she's like,
We're talking about this guy.
yeah, the guy with the straps on his head. Yeah. She's
Okay.
like, this guy is giving me Virgil vibes. So we're
Yeah,
thinking he
I
is
could see that.
probably going to be a super mutant, or he is experimenting with FEV, like Rummer said, on himself. And this could be before the war. Like this could be flashbacks of him doing this before, or when the war started and he's not in a vault. We don't know. But
So I'm just thinking about it because we see. So do we think the dog in all the scenes is the same dog?
Yeah.
I think so. Even
Okay.
though obviously this
'Cause-
dog had a prior life, because we see him over here and it's like, who's he running with? We don't see, I never see a shot of who's handling him, so I don't know.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because in this trailer we see him with Goggins, and then in the
Mhm.
first trailer there's the scene where Linus and what's her name are sitting
Right,
around
and
the
he's
fire,
he's eating the foot.
right and stuff. So it's like and then there's a scene where, to me, it looks like it's a hospital and it's being shot up, and somebody's with the dog and they're running as glass
Oh,
is
you mean
falling
this
down
one right
around
here?
them and stuff. Was it in this trailer? Did they have it
Yeah,
in
it was
this
right
trailer
there.
too?
See my circle? This one right here.
I feel like that's a pre-war
No, I don't think so.
because he's on a leash with a halter. That's so pre-war to me. I mean, after the war, who's going to put this dog on a
It
leash?
could be armor, kind of like what they did in Fallout 4, where you could put armor on the dog.
Yeah, who put a leash on dog meat?
I
Did you?
didn't. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Okay, so the shot next to that,
This one.
I'm not sure what's up
Explosion.
with this. It looks like he's in a vault looking out a window watching the bomb go off. Or the door's not shut. Or what's going on? I don't know what that is.
No, I think I see if you look up here, I think this is, if you notice there, goodness, screwed up my drawing.
Sorry.
This is not a window.
It's not a window?
That I don't think that's a window because that looks way too clean to be a window. I think that's either a TV screen or he's at the door because just how
That's
he's
what I
cowering.
mean. So maybe not a window. Sure. Maybe he
It's
was,
it's the 2200s. They've got really good Windex.
I don't think it's a window though because all these vaults are underground.
that's what I thought. So I'm like, how is he seeing this unless the door is hanging open?
That's
But
what
it
I'm
doesn't
thinking.
look
That
big
door,
enough for the door. I mean, we've seen the door area. The door, because there's more
or it could
space
be,
that you need for that big thing to roll back and forth.
or my third thought is that it's, when everyone's trying to kill each other, someone pulls a pin or something, and that's down.
Oh, you think maybe how a nuke in the vault? That would really suck.
Maybe not a nuke in the vault. Maybe like a big grenade, and it hits like something like conventional.
Oh, just a big explosion. I don't know, but that was interesting. I thought that this cake, because I didn't get a screenshot of it, and then somebody did and then made that. Oh no, Fallout actually did that. Fallout actually did that. I was like, that is the cake that they had for the wedding or whatever. It was like gross, but
That doesn't look like good cake. I'll still eat
it's
it,
a
but
Jello cake. It's Jello and whipped cream and disgusting, but sure.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because in the trailer when it's moving, it's jiggling.
it's like
it's
yeah.
jiggled central right there.
Right. It's just like swaying back and forth as they roll it down.
I was just hoping for Fallout humor just to cake fall over.
Let me see. Did I cover all of my?
Well, no, you still missed the dude that looks like he's gonna get eaten.
By the
Which one? Oh, the power
mini
armor
finger
one. Oh, yes.
mouth thing.
So
yeah.
what is
This
it?
guy.
What is it? They're calling it a gulper. That guy. Yeah, they just drag him out of the scene. I don't know.
I think that was the guy that was in this power armor and he got out. It just looks like the straps for it.
You think he bailed, and then the gulper got him?
Or the Yaguai, because I know the Yaguai.
The Yaguai is down below.
Well, yeah, I know that, but in the past trailer, you see the guy who originally, because you don't normally see the Maximilian character in the power armor to begin with.
Right.
You possibly see this dude.
You think he gets his power armor after he bites it? Because he was with the guy when he was getting attacked by the Yaguai.
Yeah, I think he was bailing, and the Yaguai, or maybe this creature.
That's an interesting theory that he just kind of took his power armor after the guy bit the dust.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because he did get dragged out of frame. We just don't see by what.
This half of his... Sorry, I trying to draw blood, didn't work out. I think this part...
You're having way too much fun with that.
I'm having way too much fun with this. This part of his body is
I don't
gone.
think the gulpers typically are that horrific, but that is what they called it. I forget where I saw it, but they were like gulpers and bears. And what else did they say? It was gulpers and bears. Shoot. What else have we seen in here?
Wait,
Roaches and gulpers and bears.
Yes,
oh my.
you
That's
see Lucy squish a rat.
And I was like, gulpers. Oh, we also see a scene of Lucy
smashing it with her foot. And I'm like,
yeah.
Why can't we do that in the game?
I was like, oh, we can. I did that.
No, we only can hit it with like sticks and guns, and we can't hit it with our foot.
I did it in some game. I don't remember which one, but
can't just like step on it.
Yeah, I usually just punch them, but no, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a gulper, but by God, that they're not that
looks like a gulper to me as 76,
and we don't have them in other games. I don't think.
I think this is a new creature.
West Coast gulpers. If that's a gulper, West Coast gulpers are frightening.
At least it's not a minotaur, a centaur.
Ew.
Ew. Yeah, I'm playing Fallout 3 again, and I'm like, oh my God, why?
Gotta love centaurs.
It does look like an how do you say those things? Yes, it does look like that, but not as cute as everybody makes them.
No.
Let me see. Was there anything else that we missed? I just loved these epic shots.
I love
the sun.
This one right here.
the vertibirds flying, and then you have like the destroyed observatory was pretty cool. Obviously, that had to be some kind of a CGI because pretty sure they weren't going to be able to tear up the observatory. That would have been
Nah,
bad.
I don't think so.
Yeah. It was in the budget.
It was in the budget. They need to remodel
Amazon
it
went there
anyway.
and said, "Hey, can we just like make it look really bad?" And they were like, yeah, sure, Amazon, whatever you want."
I mean, the movie. What movie was it? It was Warm Blooded.
Batman.
Well, not Batman. I did
No,
watch
they-
new.
The one with the
I don't think so.
Nolan's, the one with Joker. They blew up the hospital. They really blew
Yeah,
up.
yeah. No, they actually did that. Yeah, I remember
Yep.
watching something about that. And Heath Ledger's reaction to that explosion was genuine too.
There were
wasn't
so many good things here, but I honestly,
okay. Going back to your theory, first off,
which one?
Go back to the vault door.
The vault door. This
Which one?
This one. Going back
Door?
to
This.
no. The one. This one. Sorry, you moved too fast, so I had to redo it. This one.
This where your dot is,
Yeah, where my dot is.
where the guy's legs are.
Yeah. So going to the explosion. Here's part of my theory. That it could be the door because in that photo we see Z's sorta. I think
Mhm.
it's like a sort of smaller door.
You think
but
you go through that?
Yeah.
The problem that I see is there's a wall directly behind that. See?
I mean, yeah, okay.
And it's not
Then-
rounded.
But
I mean, I get what
okay.
you're saying. Like, there's like a tunnel between two doors, which would make sense to have like two doors. But I don't know. Like, this is
Here's my
should be
second
rounded
thing
to me.
because that looks like genuine land and not a projection. Going back on my
Yeah.
earlier theory.
Yeah,
That
and we
looks-
don't know
does
who
not
that
look like
is
projection.
looking out. So I didn't know if that was like originally when they were supposed to be shutting the doors and he didn't shut it in time. I don't know. You know, we know it's Vault 33. That's all we know. We don't know who it is. We don't know if it's the overseer. We don't know, and we don't know why we aren't seeing we don't see a lot of the overseer.
Okay,
We
going back
see
to that,
him
we see
where
him twice. That's it.
Well, we see him interacting with Lucy early on. We see him standing in the middle of this
There he is.
wedding ceremony.
Or
where
some
he's
sort of
standing there
picnic.
while they're
I-
making preparations. We see him there, and that's about it.
That's
That's the
about
only
it.
time we've seen him.
Which makes me sad because I think McLaughlin is a way better actor. And should have
I'm
gotten a
wondering
bigger role.
if there's not going to be other things for him. So if this is him, and that is an explosion of some sort, and if there's radiation involved, would he not maybe turn into a ghoul? Or
Super mutant.
something. So there's a good shot of him right there.
Yeah, this guy.
Like, and I forget there was another conversation going around not long ago about him and like what might happen to him, and I forget.
Yes, silly. Our warm bodies were going back to my thing while we were discussing about actually
Boyfriend.
destroying the observatory. They in warm bodies they actually destroyed an airport.
Yes, he talks. Yeah, he talks. I forget what he talks about. It's his voice that talks, but like I don't know what happens to him in the show. That's the only thing.
Oh man.
Oh, and I love this shot here. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can. Right next to Kyle there. We're looking at somebody through the hole that the ghoul
Other
has
chest.
blasted in that guy.
That was a great shot. Yeah.
It was.
That was a
I was
great
like,
shot.
oh man.
Ooh, he's not going to recover from that one.
No, I was like, no. I mean, you
Look at
could.
Smiley face.
It's a big shoulder shot.
amazing what they can do these days.
A shoulder shot.
Yeah, it's just a little high.
Would that be a neat party trick? Hey, you want to see the hole in my shoulder? Like you could look right through it.
Hey, you
Well, the
come
biggest
here.
piercing.
You come behind me. I'm gonna do this and say hi.
Yeah, like you stand here and you can say hi to the guy behind you. It'll be great.
You could be behind and reach through and wave at him.
Right? You guys could touch. Like, ew. Like the
Are
world
we
is
not going to
disgusting.
talk about this?
Yeah. So this was part of her ordeal with the Mr. Handy. I want to know how she gets out of that because he tranked her and looks like he probably, I don't know, threw her on the bed. I don't know if he tied her down, but he's getting ready to harvest her organs. Somehow she gets away from that. I am assuming that
Blood.
that's how she ripped. So when we see her when she's at the
Go down.
riverbed,
Yep.
and she's got the gun in her face from the ghoul, she has a huge rip in her
There's
suit.
a big old rip in there.
And she's bleeding, and I'm guessing that it came from her trying to escape that saw blade from the Mr. Handy right here.
Oh my.
Yeah, don't
So-
you love this face? This face is I've seen some shit today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've seen
she gets
some stuff today.
progressively scragglier. I mean, she's even worse over on the. I mean, like on the other side. And then I love the line at the end where is she?
No, it's down
she-
below. I want to talk about this too.
Is it down below?
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah,
bit
she comes
below.
out and she's standing like that,
Yeah.
and he's like,
Yes.
"Well, there you are, little
My little
cold-blooded killer."
That means she killed somebody.
But I mean, she's bandaged up there. She's got blood all over the front of her. She looks like,
Look at that.
F you, I am not talking to you right now. You know, she's just
Yeah.
like, I've had enough.
Leather armor.
Yeah, she's got leather armor now. Yeah.
Now.
I don't think she had some when she came out, did she?
No.
There's another shot, basically the same. This is where she was stomping on the roach, I think.
Yeah, that's the roach shot. That's the money shot right there, my friend.
Well, see, and this must be right after she met him because her suit is ripped up here, and then she's with the dog, which we know was probably with him. So that must be right after they met.
Man, I just yeah. I
can't
don't know.
wait for
I don't
this
know if I
one.
want to watch. I don't know if they're going to release another trailer. I don't know if I want to watch the next one because I think at this point right now there's so many things out there. It's just like we could probably piece together a pretty good idea of what.
And
the
the
plot
funny
is,
thing
but-
is like we have like I'm like I feel like I've got this all figured out, and I'm gonna watch the show, and I'm gonna they're gonna be like, nope, that's not any of it. You know, it's
Be
probably
like,
gonna be like I didn't have
you
nothing
thought.
figured out. Yeah, and it'll be like, oh, well, I think and that's cool too.
So
But it's like I'm excited about it. I think everything that they showed just looked killer. The landscaping looked good, the sets looked good, the people, the costumes, the humor, everything looked amazing. I don't know. I'm super excited about it. I don't have any qualms about about whether it's going to be a good show or not. I think it's going to be great.
Okay. It hasn't been shown in the trailer, but people have been talking because it's close by. Do you think we'll see Mariposa?
I don't know because we didn't think we were going to. I kind of thought we might not see any locations because of the fact that they would have to deal with lore. But then we've seen, Shady
Shores?
Sands. He shows her the boneyard.
Yeah, the
So-
boneyard. Yeah.
People are saying we think that we're going to see locations. She may not interact with them, but we'll
But that's
see
fine
them.
by me.
Yeah, because I think that's going to be how they deal with previous lore without having to delve into it and try to gel with the previous lore, but still acknowledge it, right?
Yeah.
Is that, it's there. They're not ignoring it. Like, there it is. There's a sign. There's a whatever. You can see it. It's out there, but it's not going to be like, oh, we're going to speak to Tandy. Well, now everybody's got in their head what Tandy looks like or sounds like or whatever. I don't know. She's probably not even alive at that point, but I'm just throwing a name out there.
Yeah.
And, everybody's going to like be all up in arms because that person isn't Tandy,
Oh, people are going to be up in arms. It doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
honestly.
They're doing the same thing with the
So-
Halo show right now.
I know.
There's
I know.
already
but
people
Voice of
shitting
Master
all over
Chief.
it,
honest-
so.
honestly, I think a lot of people were better today than they had been because they're like, okay, now that I've seen it, I feel a whole lot better about it. I'm looking forward to it. I think a lot of people were like, more, convinced or like their
Hesitant.
concerns were addressed or whatever.
I think some of mine were addressed, but then it opened more questions.
Mhm.
Like, you
I think
know,
it's
when
good
you
that it
see the
opens more
NCR
questions.
flag, do we know, like, is it current day or flashback NCR?
Well, that's true. And that's true. And a lot of people were concerned about the fact that
we
the
don't see any
NCR looked
Raider
so
groups either.
bedraggled. And did they nuke the NCR? Why does the NCR look so bad? Because we know the NCR had better gear than what they're showing and everything else. That's why we don't really know, is it like proper NCR or is it just, little outpost town that
Scouting settlement for NCR.
just
That's
a
why I
settlement that's
brought
under their
that.
control, kind of thing. That's why they have a flag. And then it's just like these little militia guys that are taking care of their
It
property.
sort of
They're
reminds me
like-
of the Minutemen.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the actual NCR. Like the actual NCR,
The
like
settlement needs your
probably
help. I'll mark
at
it on
their
your
own
map.
base or something, and
Uh,
So, Jaxis, you're over there very quiet. How about you voice your opinion over there? We've been talking a lot.
Looks like it'll be a fun TV show.
Okay, cool.
short, sweet, to the point.
Yep,
Yeah, right.
like it.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that I've read a lot of things. A lot of people are upset that there's a female protagonist.
Yeah, I've heard
because
that.
Dear
Too.
and I don't know
tired
why,
of-
because most
because they're
people play
tired
the
of
game with a
superhero
female.
females. Because they're tired of superhero females.
Oh well,
I
but
mean,
when you
they're
play the Fallout game, most people, even men, play with female protagonists. So it's like, why is that such a big deal?
Because they're tired of seeing it.
I get it if it's like
they were
TV.
all up in arms when Captain Marvel they portrayed that character as a woman.
It's just not realistic.
Because in the comic, in the Marvel comics, there was a man version of Captain Marvel.
I don't know. All I know is they.
I don't mind the female
People-
protagonist.
People are going to
Yeah.
find a reason to complain. So
Oh, yeah, no, I agree with that. There are always going to be those people that absolutely crap on the show for not
And-
for something.
the thing is too is that you can choose the sex of your character, so that doesn't
Right.
freaking matter.
That
So,
yeah,
I
no,
mean-
no, I feel like
They're
that's a
not
moot
thinking
point.
of it in that respect. They're thinking of it from the respect of watching the TV show. They want to see it from their point of view. Their point of view would be a man.
Well, but not necessarily, because I think I even saw somebody say something to the lines of, "Oh, that reminds me of when I first played Fallout 3, and I even played as a female character."
Yeah, that's one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it was one
It's
guy who
just
said
like
that,
the
but
one
there's
guy
gotta
that
be
was putting that complaint out
more.
there on the internet. That's going, "Hey, well, great, yet another female protagonist. Let's just keep the agenda going."
Yeah,
and
I
that's how
know
they put
somebody's
it.
probably going to say
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
true.
It's the whole LGBTQ thing. There's a lot of people out there that are
Well,
against
I don't
that
know if
kind of
it's
thing.
the LGBT
It's
whatever
all
thing,
the
but I think it's
above,
more
and
like
it's
the
all
feminist movement thing.
feminist
that people are
movements, all
complaining
that.
about. Yeah.
Every element of that things that are there's agenda for this, there's agenda for that. Everybody's going to have a complaint about somebody else's agenda. That's what's all over the internet all the time.
Yeah, they do
Yeah,
that with
that's just what they
everything. You
do.
can find something in anything.
Everything, everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you can find something to nitpick about and
Do I
politicize
have a
and
problem with the TV show myself? No, because I have the ability to separate things.
yeah.
I did the same thing with like when they started doing like the Marvel TV shows and the cartoons or the
Mhm.
movies and everything else. When they first did the X-Men, do you know how many people were pissed off about the X-Men? Like, just
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, geez, man, it's like, dude, it's a different show. Separate them. You don't. They don't have to be. Everything's canon. That's not canon. That's not canon. That's not canon. I mean, come on, guys, take a pill. Separate it. Just watch it from what it is. Pretend like they never had Marvel, or pretend they never had DC. Pretend
Right.
Fallout never existed, and this is just a new thing. Or Halo. Like they did the same thing with the Halo series. They shit all over it because it was not following this part of canon or that part of canon. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, y'all need to take some
That's
like
true.
Midol and sit down and deal with your cramps and everything.
Go to
Just-
a therapist.
but I mean, if I was to have an opinion about everything, I think it looks like a fun TV show.
I agree.
There has been a ton of merch dropping. I don't know if you guys know, Jones Soda came
That
out with a
sounds
new
dirty.
flavor.
Like you gotta wipe
and
after you did that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Merch
What?
dropping.
I keep forgetting I'm with Guy.
Uh,
Hey, so Jones Soda has a new flavor that has been sold out multiple times. If you're trying to buy it online and you can't, or you'll just have to find yourself a Kroger or maybe a Walmart if you're lucky and your stores actually carry Jones. Mine doesn't. I don't know how I'm gonna get mine.
Harry, what?
The Fallout the Fallout Victory flavor of Jones Soda that they released for the TV
Oh.
show.
I didn't
The
know
limited
something.
flavor. Remember what happened with the Quantums? You can buy a bottle for like $10 to $30 now online. So if you want to invest in a soda now,
my
that's only going
my
to cost you like
daughter and
$1.50 a bottle.
my daughter and her husband, they have one of them sitting on their shelf. They
Mhm.
got the 4-pack. They drank 3 of them, and they're like, we're gonna keep one, so it's still sitting there.
See, they should drink one and keep 3. They could keep one and then sell the other 2.
Or
They're
don't
not
have
Because
worried about
any
that.
of them and have a
Jones
full set,
online
or you
is
can
selling a
get
4-pack for $25
Yeah.
plus shipping.
Well, say don't forget
But if you
about
can
Arizona
find it
iced
in the
tea.
store, it's like $1.50, $1.60 a bottle.
y'all can have it. All good.
It's
Arizona
crazy.
iced tea is gonna release something Fallout related too.
They are having energy drinks in their iced tea, like peach flavor, apple pie, which there's got to be something in the show with apple pie and peach and something other, I forget what other one, it's marmalade or something. But there's got to be some tie-in, which we don't know yet, because that's a big thing. There's also is it Bones Coffee? Something coffee company also has flavors. One of them is apple pie. One is vanilla and one is chocolate candy or something like that. Everybody's jumping on. Modifius, who makes all the Fallout minis for Wasteland Warfare, just did a pre-order for the figures. So you can get the dog, Lucy, Max, and the ghoul. And I ordered that today. You can get cell phone cases. You can get posters. You can get the minis. The Pip-Boy replica is on sale at Bethesda for
It's a pre-order right
$1.99.
now.
Hmm?
It's a pre-order. I'm on their website.
Yeah, it's a
not
pre-order
judging.
right now. They dropped at 3 a.m. I was up at 3 a.m., so I saw it go live. $1.99 to pre-order. I'm sure it will sell
Not
out fast.
$99.95.
Use somebody's
Hold
code
on
to get
here.
20% off. Use somebody's code.
Yeah.
You can find them all over Twitch. Different Fallout creators have codes and you'll get 20% off. So use somebody's code. I'm not going to play favorites and promote somebody, but I've seen 3 or 4 of them floating around today. You'll find somebody. If you don't, DM me, I'll give you somebody.
I like my baseball grenade.
Guys, did you know on Bethesda's selling Steam codes for 76? Well, it's a pre-order. 76 4 Game of the Year, 3 Game of the Year, New Vegas Ultimate Edition Tactics.
Are you talking about
1
the
and 2.
nuclear bomb?
Yes.
Yeah, that's been out. That's old news.
Well, no, it's a pre-order. It's with everything.
But everybody's known about it for a while. Yeah, you can get
I
all
haven't
of those.
been on there in a while.
Yeah, you can get
It's
all
like
of those
literally next to
in
the
a
Lucy
nuke,
figure.
in a mini nuke for what, $60?
I have all of the Steam. I have all of the
I
Fallout
have them all
games.
too. It's just you would get the mini nuke, which you can get a mini nuke for like $20 on.
One,
But
two,
that is Bethesda certified though.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to spend the money on it, you please do, because keep Bethesda going. Maybe they'll hire more people.
Yeah,
or
that'd be
hire some
nice.
people back that need to have not been fired.
Hire some people back. That
Lady Devin. Sorry, I had to sneeze there.
I think Lady Devon's I think she's doing pretty good on her own.
Sorry, I didn't need to sneeze.
I mean, we'll miss her, but I think she's going to be all right. So yeah, lots and lots of cool things dropping. I'm sure there's going to be Funko Pops and God knows what else.
Yes, and I
Related.
will be
There's
buying every single one.
figurines and all kinds of stuff. Amazon's got stuff coming out, t-shirts already, posters. Oh my gosh. People have been posting things online all day. The only thing I've purchased so far has been the Modifius miniatures, which are pre-order, but I went ahead and purchased them because I'm like, heck
I
yes.
bought
So
nothing.
I have all the others.
I'll be buying stuff probably next week.
I will not. I will
If I
save
find
my
Joan
money.
Soda somewhere, or if
I will
somebody
watch and
wants to
let
take pity
everybody
on
else
me
do
and
that.
arrange for me to buy through them, let me know. I don't want to pay an arm and a leg.
Literally.
Because we don't have Kroger in North Carolina. See, I work for the company that literally ran Kroger out of North Carolina. So we don't have a Kroger in North Carolina, and my local Walmart doesn't carry Joan Soda anymore. So I don't know
Mine
where I'm going to
does.
buy it.
Mine does.
Check convenience stores. Usually the mom and pop ones. That's where you'd find that kind of thing.
Like a Joan Soda?
They will have off-brand stuff, so it's
Yeah.
likely you might get your hands
I
on it.
checked Beverages Direct, which is where I would buy my caffeinated water, and they only have the basic flavors of Joan Soda. Like they had cream soda, cola, and cherry cola or something like that. And that's all they had. I don't know if it's like, I was under, because I remember when the Quantum came out, I think it was Target only that got it. So they're only mentioning Kroger and Walmart
I
right
can get
now.
some of these t-shirts by Sunday.
Well, the show is going to be out in about a month. I think we're looking at right around a month right now.
Yeah, it's supposed
And
to
that is
come,
on a
well,
Thursday, y'all. When it starts, that's a
yeah,
Thursday.
it'll be a month when this episode releases next Monday. Then it'll be a month.
Yeah, Twitter is on fire today. Oh, I'm like way back in the chat. Yes,
Yeah,
Twitter
the
has
only
been
thing I'm
on
seeing
fire
is
all day.
eBay, Amazon, and Merson.
We know the name of the airship, but I can't remember what it is, except it's not Pridwin. I would have to go way back. It was listed. Do you guys remember what the airship's name was? It was
No, I don't.
It was
I'm sorry.
in the article that came out. Who put that article out? The one we talked about in whatever episode it was. That article had the name of it in the descriptor of the picture of the not Pridwin.
Selling it at Walmart.
Oh, Romer's taken off. Romer's bye, Romer. We didn't even notice he'd left. He said 3 a.m.'s coming early. He's out. So I can't remember. I'll have to go back and check on that because I don't remember the name of it. That's why I keep calling it not Pridwin, because I can't remember what the actual name is.
To us, it's the not Pridwin.
I would love a Pip-Boy. Yes, I love a Pip-Boy. I have one. I bought the Enclave one. Oh, it's behind my pink glasses. I have the Enclave one, and since I bought that one, I'm like, I'm probably not going to buy another one. And it's not functioning. It's a replica. I don't think it functions, but it's pretty, very pretty. Oh,
I found this shirt that I'm going to get.
oh, you found it.
I found the Amazon. So it says in God we trust.
Cass1. That does sound about right. Cass1. I think it was something like that.
It says in God we
Cass1
trust.
sounds good.
All others pay caps.
What does it say?
In God we trust. All others pay caps. I thought it was funny. It's on Amazon.
I'm glad that they're kind of like embracing, the Fallout humor and all that kind of stuff. I love that.
There are a couple shirts I'm going to get.
You don't think the codes work for pre-orders? They were saying today that they did. They said discount codes don't work, but I think that people's codes worked. I don't know.
And that's right. You can.
I'm not buying it, so I don't.
Bethesda.com. Keyword blah blah blah. You can support us that way. I'm joking. We don't have one. But it'd be cool though. I think it's about that time now. We're just like,
Yep, we're just rattling on now. So
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and cut things short here, guys. First off, let's go ahead and say goodnight to our listeners that are on the
hey, puppy.
podcast. Hello, puppy. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.